rich and everybody. Now internationally, he is a serious material for presidency. Eseno, Efatano. Only class in this current race, he has rendered all of them redundant. No mini message.
Only class, Ampa.
Only class. It is like pitching Adroba United of my village against Real Madrid or Barcelona. It's a mismatch. When you fair. Some of the parties, aren't yet fair to some of the candidates. They should have dropped them long ago. Aden, and immediately say, oh, Kwakofa, have you any woo? Yes, I'm a treba fool. Ako Vezino.
Your
Mahama. No, sometimes politics is an interesting thing. Sometimes incompetence of failure, experience of failure, and also your knowledge stock for future generation. It will re-echo the incompetence in some mano. In future, it will become your reference point. The Dr. Mahmoud Baumianie, John Damani Mahama, the open was him.
Don't actually mean.
Adam is not a bam.
What about me?
Hey, and I move a me album.
Was it found Saturday? I don't know.
Oh, they're John the Baptist.
Blah, blah, blah.
Then you are John the Baptist. So, Washokume NDC abandoned this man completely. He is an abandoned ship, a sinking ship being controlled by a confused ship captain.
Blah blah blah.
A confused ship captain. This is the time your message must drop. This is the time your message must go down. This time your arrowhead message should be ringing in the ears of elderly persons, middle class, and even the youth. I was second near the Boafo.
Na message you only be of an over na.
And American was a somewhere way at the Boafo. Can I have your money?
Like a dankwalano.
No, that's what I could have pipe by Dr. Digitalization.
Yeah.
You should be called John 24 hours.
That's why.
What actually? I sinking ship. Jettison, a sim, ye never go pum, or be a baby Daniafa, or could you talk black Johnny, Fifi Johnny, I said, don't get yet Johnny, John the man, Mahama, ye Johnny, Haruna Idrus were Johnny, Minia, Muta Council Sweden were Johnny, or for Swampofo, were Johnny, Sami Janvi, one also swear Johnny.
Who will be out?
Yes, no be a wife who may question come for one and which in own corner, pretty for some more, Yachaka. What is here? Papa, who may question? Now, we catch me Kusi Boafo say, Kusi Boafo, Yerenium, and now Mofa Yerenium. Mimi John ye, Yakora and Fatomi. Na ahumekura na okosha akomfo no because e minchire mu akora no busam se papa admeto wan yes papa no okosha akomfo na mehwe anu na akomfo hye ye mefe na mdo to no kasotro akora no mo sotro da enso dan de enkodo be try se di zi boss trofa o se papa wa ha me sane ma wei an ye hwe baby aye droi obi adwane. He's a lone ranger. She said, "What do you do?" Na he. Where is she? I said, "Don't get your hand." Cadesta and Kesa octopus a crystallize campaign be a 4-wheel drive move back bedru the D-Day no then the octopus the 8 tentacles na crystallize na crisscross na ni nam constituency na ni nam polling station na fe air tangle na fe achechira boa no sa na oni ni kire no amene ba o mi amene no yes wa amene na wie say na na do dan kwa ba o mi anam ha one of the wheel Granny mate my joboku prempenso nam ha oni ni team Dr. Mahmoud Baumia ire Samira Baumia nam ha ono so say another wheel Majopoku Prembe ire so nam ha another wheel Major General ono so so ahuri asiri na na do dan kwa Akufuado field marshal ono atati asim party officials enko constituency chairman constituency executives CEOs former appointees omatiasim MCEs, they are everywhere. Party food soldiers, they are everywhere. Constituency polling station agents, everybody is moving. Market women are moving. Market women and organizers, women organizers, all of them are moving. Now the chorus, octopus na for my way. A just a message, you know, a drew for moi and kasa. Don't the many Mahama. Afi na number he no bia kote baby di no come one ho my 35 questions be ba umi am answer boom was a go pie baby about to yi de mo kon you know hard no me ba me mana ye fo boom no nam baby no copy baby Supreme Court to cry asay Ghana democracy asay the aye pese o munye fe anso ye ruma wonu ani age no tutu pada unie misata mi humo
onumti
no akote baby no aka ne fia na we ate baby no aka ne fia no timi kan we dane o man na ba umi e denche enyo fe monhwe na munsua NDC ohu dia propaganda do mobewie atro ye tu mofo tufu antie ene onwam ati kopo mohu dia ayemo yesi don yinye accident ene si ye ene ofato aso no akre kan say ya accident ka ye MPP nwan ko mo mfa mame
obo se ayamo ya mo kan anu ntum wo no ade ne ba
Oya brantie communication expert ebi see that oh communication expert communication expert ni asem da mo so lumba na boy was so high body now low
of ameba
when elections are conducted fairly
okay 107.
Say questions makumako 5 from Ampeda Mahama so bisa Dr. Baumia you know Sir, questions Makuma Kuno. Or say he's no more talking about the economy. Dr. Baumia, you say I did back parents here Nanado didn't buy and say Nado catch the piece or economic wizard. Unumsaka say mupa until the economy now Sabreno na enkuyino or Baba Sisa Bibiama dollar ne CD no ne Niama buo as a salmon about from Bobia what you know. Eti Mapeda Mahama said Dr. Baumia enka economy no wase mu bio
o ka de
digitalization
de no so kana digitalization more mine na nye on to do na
economy
said you stage 47 advert against free SHS no anything coming from NPP policies and the NPP bi anye obetimi na mu mpacho meba obetimi obisa no kwache ba ko bi very very mama pa
me say me so wase
said Dr. Baumia nke economy ni wase bi he is not just being fair to Dr. Baumia
nti o kan we infa
Dr. Baumia o jira ba bia o jitu o kan say of course ye nimia sem ye ma ko so ye to bibia me friend say ye nka bi nhiem covid kodi ewu aba be free around ye free mu kura and sign be sign wiase which Ghana is not exempted. You see that's what I was here mo obi ati asese Ghana is not exempted from it. It's a number cent economy no baby akwa akoduru no Ghana kura ya try your possible best see ye mani pankwa ho hie mu ase nipa oba kire na asese bi di wodi kura ebe ye ne dene pato oti ase di wodi kura ebe ye ne dene ti Ghana ye gusua e boa ma economy no baby ebe kwa akogina ya kwa akogina ye starting gold for oil You fuel say koya could do 24 Ghana cedis. Because COVID does not make 24-25 Ghana cedis. And then see a be kan okora. O kan yesi me mfa no dia me yem fato. Amano no for onya politics. We o mo ho ne ye kom ho moa. Ye kom grant no. And so now we feel UK fuel close to 30 Ghana cedis. Ghana they 14 point something, which we are all praying say aban no be pejana
wo do mo dia to ho niam ehihye a ewo saa aman no mu oman na aya a benefit the citizen Ghana ha
ye benefit
beba Ghana ha niam ahodo be na aya e betu aka say ema ye ho he ha ye so much say se to fuel liter 14.
Yeah,
14. Ghana be 60 something Ghana cedis. NCC you complaining.
Oh, I'm not saying nobody should complain. You see, people should understand. Say, young Cassam will be complaining. Yes, we are not being fair to you. Me fu and to be also to fu and nobody is saying some will be complaining. Oh, Cassa, benefit. Mini coupon that. Young coupon me dancing. Mini coupon that. Never be a teeny. Oh, Cassa, buying no one near ma or more friend say. I'm an only phone on benefit. Of course, yes, you are benefiting. It means I said, yeah, I'm mine benefit here. It be a fool, and I say, I want you about me and come once. If not for anything, if we will be fair to this government, you mean I a beneficiary of free SHS. That one alone, but you can deal with your issue. You mean I a beneficiary of free SHS.
Do you know how much spent?
Do you know how it's not a problem when a new prospectus now and Grand Debate School say. I buy no last me patro meba. I buy no last time meba. Last year Nkwala no school buy no the prospectus buy. You better na ekasa dey buy. Who say about time ko gu ho say dey no mo ko gu ho no. Me patro be tie ni. E ye nipa temamufo a wotene ho na se ada bia se nso ne ye chia ne say ye wo se chia to like long come. Now ba bia bo se pese nso na nim hwa ha. O se say ya wa chia na hwa na de. E bia obi a de lose ye di ntia wo se me ye ne ba wu. E ye temamufo ye su ne ye ban bone a ye de ye aban adwuma. It's your buying share the buy, even though parents are benefiting, other people are not happy with it. Yanti woman of France a whole matron, a matron, headmistress. And you do Niama, Kia Cadet, the far you will do friends say, official question. You do not do this in a bro, a cocoa matter. Follow the Niama, the Comata. Your mama mentioned social intervention.
Nana, you say we have a better candidate than the NDC. Into the for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia Jinesi. Na for John Mahama Jinesi. Let's say a coin ben so pana would you say former President Mahama is better than Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. What be your man penny pen? Ya two obey you pen. The summer will catch a name, will catch a 22 be at the Obama, and I obey your man penny. Inti the pana, as I say, we are went to me. Okay. So I just say, obey your man penny no so no, ubu money in Abunfia, and then 13 candidates no more against no air for what catcher say. But no more a debate. Also, I am higher than them. I will not go low to come and debate them. That's not the first time I will be here to see you. Or what Bemono, or catch a doctor for you my way. Doctor for catching and say we need better conditions of service, improving the my conditions of service and calling him since the city. Because you know about 1 hour around that. I go catch him say we move Ghana. Doctor for say me to my question man 2 more make strike. Na me be your man penny no. Me who strike say am man penny abe nyina. Nti my so dwenfu no me nsuro sekan. O de Ghana fo sika eko fa and confirm say we be yen confirm. E bisa wo say sika na wo fa na say wo de yen confirm no wen. Wo say o motu ko Burkina. Wo de yetne sumu e dadum so mu 4 years. E du baby e bi say ah ntumi ye bibia amfa kane edundu wen so e force majeure nyame ama. Nyankopon na akofa ba na ye wo fort say ahombe bi ate e wo high seas. Nurse for ne teacher for college. Ah here for ma e de teacher training colleges and allowances and a school. Say yes college allowance dey and no one nyina dey survive. Nti emfa won sanka wo say ho me ne mu nika se bia se mu fi say allowance na maji fi mu nsem sira mo 20 bia mu ntuntia me. Ashanti region say yes so ya kwan say hwe na ye kwan na ma say omo de me ya mom bia mo ni so ma ye kwan 330 kilometers amount sila mo da so complaining mo de me the gold cra fa kwan yu so a enya de mo ni be den e be so. This is the kind of president we had in him. Teacher for it me adwuma 12 months we say we niska into 3 months opa menje 3 months pay policy. It was a policy that they established. Teacher for next 4 years school 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016. We join United if you want form. Because it's only this card be home. Now the way and say, "Okwa connection." No akwaje friend say generator power plant on credit. No dey be see a console. Power plant in Abano. Sika o de beto fuel egumo no. Unya. Enti o free power plant be bre and kese say yetumi nya electricity you. But still power plant in this you 3 years ye de sumu simply because untimi nya sika anto fuel and power plant no amenya kanya. 90.7 eseye. Nkofo nyuma eguye. Nkofo kunu mu gya omo because we dum kan ye kofia eshebede no nti ofa locations no mienu ana miensa. Ti dum ha na let no ko ha. Dum awale guye because we ko he bo awakosi amansa wa obi nim echirasem. So I just say and because of dum so nti uka tell you don't mean complain say me ko he bo say kan ye na dum ofie. And that is how bad the situation was. In comfort that theater pass why your operation in dum kania omuye. In kolao e ko tron so hwe e ko street mu ko that street light ase and so mutumi esua e friend saying esua de akotron so hwe. This is how bad the situation was. It is over back. Now be catch say ento abama e won kranza man mu a ko hwe me bi san say adabraka obey your mampeni no en kranza ha edien na wo yemaye obetumi aka kire and this fa ba be ka kire wo hada enti wo mo no mo meka de mo ya ne so mo ba on betra mo se o jo Mahama atena opposition 8 years enti mo nto abama no MPP atena opposition
MPP atena aban
mu for 8 years enti mo nto nti om eno no on ka hwe biom on kire say okay dollar no ahode akosoro masidi na ahode abafam yetiase say na memeye na ma make sure say be den e be gina na so nkan no ne dia ne say akofam ntino mu ntonti om oh inflation cost ntimo ntinti om say dia ono be ye na ma na abafam no onkan no uja nkola 100,000 etina fia ompem tumi anko school ehia fo ma neneyi omampeni bia ba ode nkola 5.7 million and akọ secondary school free o si yentuntia de o man nkola 5.7 million akọ school free no ne yentuma wo a wo ma san nkola trefi na what bi da nipa na ono aba abemu teacher for the next for ojo mu trefi 13 14 15 16 na one form adwuma no wa ba form nyina adwuma mu o si yentuntia ono ne yentuma wo what bi da o ma yetre sumu 4 years aban bi aba enei esum kanea no sum no ko kanea gina so 8 years o si yentu abenti aban na wa ma kanea 8 years no ne yentuntia ono ne yentuma wo a wo ma dum so baaye no teacher for the next 4 years juma 12 months out to 3 months omu nyina ho omu ye omu ya ometu atia omu ma entumi yanko school sense omu miss club no betu ya secondary school fees enei omu hu say edum ko ne free no omu ntia se say omu ma ne ka chef ye omu betu atia omu so a omu betwa BEC omu GHS2 omu ma ebe ko secondary school no omu yem hihye omu say ya toba wa ha obetwam into omu betu atia. And see, there are so many reasons why the former president doesn't deserve to come back to power. The obey be our area. I dang and the Emma penny for. I don't know one could name medium and penny pay. No, so may any dear Kakobi to any.
Right. Now we're going to the big area for me. First, we want to look at the budgetary allocation over the period, right? Comparing NDC and MPP periods, because it's all about track record on the subject. In 2009 and then 2007, we just picked 2 points to look at this. Of course, after the 2008 elections, at that time it was 0.921, right?
Yeah.
And then we are talking about 2016, 4.9 billion.
Yeah.
That's an increase, right? It's 432% rise. So that's good. NDC comes in. MPP comes in at 4.2 billion, but now we are talking about, in the last budget that was read, 15.6 billion. What's your comment on this?
You see, comparing these numbers absolutely is a bit of a struggle because you have to factor in the exchange rate at the time, and that's why health expenditure per capita is always quoted in the United States. So I tend to like to look at what's the health expenditure per capita currently and what are the health expenditure per capita track records. If you look at it, the highest health expenditure per capita Ghana has had was $111 to $113 per person per year, which was in 2015, and it was under the NDC. Currently, we are hovering around $93, $94 per person per year. The reason why that equates to 15.6 billion is because the dollar is about 16 cedis now, compared to a dollar that was about 4 or 5 cedis in 2016.
It's possible that you could have done more with 4.9 billion.
And apart from that, our population growth rate is 2.1%. It's slowed down a bit to 2.1%. It was 2.2% then. So you have to factor all those in. And that is why, to level them all up, I look at the per capita. And if I look at the per capita, you'd realize that, and anyone can go and check it because it's on the WHO website, you realize that the NDC were consistent with the per capita. The NPP have been spiking and dropping. At a point, they dropped to $67. They've come up to almost $100 now, which is a good thing. But it blows it up to that figure, not because they are putting more money in dollar terms, especially when 80 to 85% of our health system is dollar indexed, but because our money has collapsed.
That's an important point. Now to the big picture for me. So you, as CDD, costed the manifestos. Something that we don't do, but you have taken time to put this together for us to appreciate what is going to cost the MPP and the NDC to implement their manifestos. Yes. And you've said, for the NDC, with their 111 promises, they're going to cost them $18.5 billion.
Yes.
That's jaw-dropping for 4 years.
For 4 years. So if you divide it, it's about $4.5 billion US a year. And you have to factor it in that a chunk is the earlier calculation I made of the free primary health care because of the $50 average with 34 million people. So that is there.